Well, howdy. I just discovered something. This is take two. Let's see, that's about right. I discovered that if you don't bolt down one side of this rifle rest, it falls over and takes the rifle with it. And that's not a good thing. But as you can see, it works just fine as is. Let me get this bolt out of the way. Howdy. Well, what I wanted to talk about was Othais and May of C and Arsenal. It's a YouTube channel. C, the and sign, Arsenal. It's a takeoff on the ATF's C&R license for Curio and Relic. And what they do is an in-depth discussion of the history, mechanics, the exploded view, the internal structure, animations of every firearm you could imagine. They are a wonderful, wonderful resource. And if you're not subscribed, you ought to be. You know, if you like the stuff I'm doing, subscribe to C and Arsenal. Othais is this big guy from, I think he's from Charleston, South Carolina. I'm not sure. And May, his lady, is also a firearms buff. And basically when they started, they were doing the weapons of World War I. And May is about the size of a World War I soldier because, you know, they were smaller people back then. And so she was doing the demonstrations of the various firearms to show off what a World War I soldier would do. Well, this is a wee bit earlier than World War I. What you're looking at here is a Martini Henry. Well, it's not really a Martini Henry. This is a stand-in for a Martini Henry. This is a shotgun, a 12-gauge shotgun, built on the action of a Martini Henry. Now, I think I've done a couple of videos in which I've featured this before, but excuse me, I've got bad sinuses right now. We had a forest fire up here about 2 years ago, and ever since that fire, it's like I'm now acclimated to the pollen or something, and it's decided, aha, I'm going to get you. Well, I never had those problems before, but I got them now. Anyway, back to the subject. They're doing a special on the Mark II Martini Henry. That's the rifle that basically made the, let me try something. That basically made, that's better, the Victorian British Empire. It's the rifle that the British used in all the Zulu wars, in Africa, in India, any place that you saw a redcoat, you would see them with a Martini Henry. And why is this a shotgun? Well, let me tell a tale. Some years back, a friend of my cousin died. Well, he didn't leave his family much. He didn't leave his girlfriend much. So she decided she wanted to move back with her mom, who was in another state. And she was selling off all her stuff and all the stuff he left behind. And among the things she had was this shotgun. And it's in 12 gauge. And unfortunately for me, it has a left-handed comb on it. But beautiful woodwork. Take a look at the woodwork on this. It's just gorgeous. And she only wanted $300 for it. I couldn't pass this up. And it is an actual Martini Henry Action. It says 1887 in VR, which stands for Victoria Regis, or Queen Victoria. So, this is an actual Martini Henry Action. I mean, here, take a look. That is how you cock a Martini Henry. You'll notice this lever, this right here, that's the loaded indicator. That's on the cocking indicator. It means this gun is cocked. It has no safety, so that's how you know that it's ready to go. It makes a beautiful shotgun. It has a nice, I don't know what you call that, a rib on the top. You don't, you point a shotgun. You do not aim it. So a shotgun has to really fit your body. And a left-handed one, I can shoot. I can actually shoot a rifle left-handed, but not a shotgun. I don't know why, but I can't point a shotgun left-handed. I'm not any good at it. So this thing doesn't fit me, but I couldn't pass it up. It's just too damn beautiful. Plus, it's the only faux Martini Henry I've got. It's the only thing like a Martini Henry I've got. but I've got to have one because it's just a beautiful thing. I like beautiful guns, and this is a beautiful gun. But if you want to know about the Martini Henry, its caliber, its history, its mechanics, how it does on the range, go watch Othais and May on Sea and Arsenal, and do subscribe to them. They need the help. Hell, I would love some subscribers too. I've noticed that I'm one of my 222 subscribers away from 1,000. Well, I'd love to make 1,000 just because there's another tab that opens up on your analytics and stuff. If you're up in the rarefied heights of 1,000 plus subscribers. I don't know. I never did it before, so I just would like to give it a whirl. So if you know anybody who's interested in guns, send them my way. Maybe they might be interested. Please like, share, subscribe. No, I'm just mentioning that it's kind of cool that I have as many people who's interested in this as I am, and thank you to those who have subscribed. But I think you should really subscribe to May and Othais. Gun videos are not monetized very much on YouTube, and YouTube does their best to try and screw with them. I got 10,000 subscribers. Okay, well now we'll just knock off 5,000 of them. I mean, I know of guys who that's happened to. I know one guy who had a huge following, and suddenly YouTube got rid of his channel, and for a petty reason. It's what it is the West Coast intelligentsia, the latte swilling crowd that just doesn't like things like good old boys and guns. Well, I like good old boys and guns. That's just a fun thing to do. I'm not a serial killer or any of that. I'm not in. Matter of fact, have you noticed all of the mass shootings lately have been leftists? Funny about that. Anyway, on another subject, Martini Henry. Beautiful gun, just a gorgeous gun. And this shotgun is not bad either, I think. Anyway, if you like this, please pass it on. Let folks know. And if you see it in yourself to subscribe, well, go subscribe to Sea and Arsenal. Watch them once and you'll see why. I've learned so much from them. Even experts in this subject have learned from Othais. He is the scholar of the firearms world today. There are two good channels on firearms, excellent channels. Ian McCollum's Forgotten Weapons and Sea and Arsenal. And by the way, they're good friends with each other for good reason. Anyway, that's just my take on the Martini Henry. Happy trails.